Welcome to our Lenten campaign, year 2025, the Kenya we desire. Today, we are in chapter 5 or theme number 5, where we talk of care for our common home. Evergreen Village had an efficient ecosystem supported by a huge forest, providing a conducive climate and adequate rainfall. The villagers enjoyed fresh air, clean water, good vegetation, and different species of trees and animals. The village also provided water and other essential forest products and services to neighboring villages. Majaraha owned a huge parcel of land which he sold to a wealthy local merchant, Mzito, who set up a timber factory. Having a ready market for timber and the need to gain from the business, the villagers started cutting down trees on their farms as a new source of income. After depleting their trees, they invaded the communal forest. As a result, rivers started drying up. Animals migrated. The air was polluted by emission from a local factory whose refuse contaminated the rivers and spread waterborne diseases. The once evergreen village became systematically desolate. Mazingira Poa, a local organization operating in the adjacent village, intervened. They conducted public awareness forums on environmental degradation and best practices. The factory closed because the villagers no longer supplied logs. The environment slowly started improving, and soon Evergreen Village regained lost glory. At the end of our story. Today, as we talk about the environment, one thing that we must know and be private to is that man is created out of the earth. And therefore, man, being the component of the earth, must care for the earth to care for him. The moment we destroy earth and its component, that is water and the minerals from the soil, we are actually annihilating ourselves, because our component and provider, the earth, can no longer supply us. Like we have had in this village, people sold trees because they could get money. But the question is, when we cut down our forests, we no longer have a forest cover. We don't have enough rainfalls. We don't have rivers. Will you eat the money? The money is meant to buy food. But there is no food because there is no rain. Nobody is producing because the rivers are dried up. Sometimes greed for money has destroyed the ecosystem. Another dangerous thing is overfetching, over siphoning the rivers. The intakes that we have in our rivers, sometimes they are uncalled for. You will find a company that has set a neat intake in the middle of the river. It may be employing and giving employment to people, but even if people get employment and at the end of the day they have no food to buy, that money will at the end be useless. The other thing is, if we do not plant trees, I would want us to think in a scenario where we have cut all the trees and we have become a desert. And biologically and scientifically, we know that plants produce oxygen. Now imagine where we have no plants and we have a population. Will we not even be fighting for oxygen? Will we not? We already have wars. We already have disagreement among communities because of water. When water becomes scarce, there is war. When there is war, there is death. When we do not care for the environment, we are literally annihilating ourselves, because the nourishment, the providence we get from the earth will be cut short. Let us, all of us, in our small way, in our small, with like the hummingbird that would come to put out the fire in a forest, as Roriet Wangari Maathai would say, let us be that hummingbird, that when we have a fire in the forest and the animals were supposed to put off the fire, the elephant came with its big trunk and poured a lot of water. But the hummingbird kept on going and coming back in our small ways. Let us reduce waste. Let us stop the monkey business that when you eat and unwrap a sweet, you can drop the paper anywhere. Let us keep the paper in our pockets and drop it in the trash bin in the designated areas. Because the moment we keep on dropping these papers and trash and everything, when the rain comes, it all goes to the rivers. We kill, or if before the rainy season, if you have hot side and you have put plastic papers all over, the emission from when the ultraviolet rays meets with the paper, we still are destroying ourselves. Let us have a sense of cleanliness in ourselves. Let us be responsible. Let us plant trees. Let us make compost manure for those who have farms, so that we may reduce waste, and let us reuse the waste that we produce at home. If you want to plant trees, keep the salt packages, keep the sugar package, keep every non-biodegradables in your home and use them for planting trees that you'd want to plant later. Because they are not biodegradable, or they take a long time before they degrade, you can use them more times to produce more trees. Let us plant trees. But even when we are planting trees, let us also be realistic. Do not plant trees. Even what we do as memorials, the tree for memory and everything, plant a tree in the rainy season. If you're not in the rainy season or during the rainy season, make sure that the tree you plant is taken care of. If you're doing large-scale planting, let us do the large-scale planting of trees in seasons guided by the meteorological department and the agricultural people, in seasons that the trees will survive. We can keep on planting trees, but we can always have no success or even less than 5% success of the trees because we do not plant the trees in the right season. Let us take care of ourselves by taking care of the environment. And remember, an old adage in America say, the ancient America, the original America, there is a saying that goes, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. We are living on borrowed environment. Let us hand it over to our children better and more conducive for their stay. May God bless you. May God be with you.